All right, guys, I'm Austin Walker here at Flymasters in Indianapolis. We're going to be tying a mini Swingin D today, and we're going to start off with a 15 millimeter shank. All right, we're going to start off with some 140 UTC white. Get our shank lined up. When you're tying on these shanks, it's good to come up there and catch that front end. That way, whenever you go to tie off, you don't end up cutting your thread. It's always a bad day wasting feathers. There we go. Start off with some filler flash. Rip it off, get down to the core. Tie that core in. This will help separate your feathers. Keep them splayed out. Don't need a lot, just brush that to the back a couple times. Probably 2 or 3 wraps will be good for you. Take your bobbin, throw it around. Capture it. There we go. Got some of these nice MFC feathers we're going to use as our tail today. Line them up. Kind of figure out our length. About there. Always put the tips together, that way whenever you strip them, they come off together. You got a good pair of flat pliers around. You can take your flat pliers and mush those feathers down so they'll tie in flat.
Okay.
Tie in one at a time. Leave some meat on there. There we go. I'll check it. Come. I always take those tips on and flip them back just to tie that in a little bit better. Grab another piece of that chenille. we go. We'll come in with a flank back mallard. Just kind of peel it off and size it up. Go. Web finish on it. Use UV clear head cement. Just go head cement today. Move up from that 15 to 17. We'll put that shank down there on the bottom. I just do that to help just cue that fly a little bit more as it swims. There we go. Pop that in. Pull that out. Pop that one in the vise. Grab our tail feathers here. I'll stick them back there. Grab that 140 again. Be careful on the bottom of that shank. Just a couple loose wraps, build up a little dam. Pop your thread off. Go ahead and grab some of this chenille we have here at the shop. It's like a cactus style chenille. Chenille help hide that shank. There we go. Flash just helps support. Brush it out a little bit. Have that brush make your flies look so much better. There we go. Go ahead and grab our next set of hen.
There's your buddy. Hey,
Get that tie-in anchor.
all the trees you do. Yeah, he needs to follow the rules. Yeah.
There you go.
I know who the pushovers. Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, we got it.
Same to you.
Grab one of these mallard flanks. Doesn't really look which one you grab. We're just gonna palmer it around, give it some chartreuse color. Pluck all that marabou off the end. Like that tying anchor. It's gonna be kind of ugly at first, but once you tie it all back, it'll look better. You don't have to use the whole feather either. It's just more of an accent than anything. Grab that brush and brush it in. I like to brush as I go, just that way I can kind of keep that taper going the way I like. Go ahead and grab next set of hen. Get that tying anchor cut down a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, appreciate it.
Toss that bobbin around. Capture those on the bottom. Drag them back and tie over them. There we go. Throw a whip on the front. There we go. Grab some more of that. I like the capillary action that head cement does. All right, we're gonna move up to a 20 millimeter shank. Just down in here. Jump it back in the vise. There we go. Reset those feathers in there. Grab a bobbin. Crank that in there a little bit more. Had a lot of oopsies with that front piece of that shank, man. There we go. Back here. Spinning that backwards will help you capture that material sometimes. If once you get going forward so many times on your bobbin wants to just jump forward, you spin it counterclockwise, it'll help jump back and grab that material. There's more of that filler flash. Tie it in. Start brushing it back. Snip that for a tiny point. Go behind those stems and capture them. Pull them back toward the tail. Capture them again. You can just pull them and get them popped out there. Grab another one of these mallard flanks. Palmer it in. It doesn't have to be pretty when you tie that one in. It'll brush in and look good. Pull that stem back and capture it. Pop it off. Brush that one in real quick. It just kind of blends everything together. Grab 2 more hen feathers. That anchor point. Might get one more out there. There we go. I'll grab that. Next mallard flank. Throw it on top. You can just kind of work your way down the tip to build the taper you want. Always leave mine a little big so they can kind of wrap around the sides here. Bust this loose. That way I can wrap around the sides, and whenever you pull through that thread, it'll choke it down a little bit. Comb everything back. There we go. Throw a whip. Dab it. So next thing we're going to do is cut a Senyos shank. We're going to attach that Senyos shank to the hook we got, and it's an erratic TP615 we're going to be using today. Since we're going to be using that smaller head, this hook I just like to use with these ones. That Yamakatsu worm hook 2/0 with that normal medium size head works great. There we go. So we already pre-cut this in your shank. You want a pair of side cuts to do this. And again, just put that bottom piece of your shank down there toward the bottom just to help give that fly a little bit of keel for every shank you put in. Deal. Some in here I kind of just do a little bit different. I just tie some thread onto this right here to begin with. It always rings.
Hello. Hello.
And this just kind of gives that glue to bond to on the shank. And you go to put it in there. Got our hook in the vise. Measure that head back first. Just put it on there to kind of size it up. Then I'll throw my thread where that collar stops. Just that way I know I can't really tie a whole lot past that point. It's pretty much where the rattle will tie in at. A little bit of thread base up there. Just tie this onto the side here. Tie it on your guys' side. That way you can kind of see how we do this here. Tie it right off the back side of that hook. Generally, you'll use Zappa Gap, or you use head cement for this too. Personally, I like using Zap for it though. Got that a little bit better of a bond. I need to pop this one. I'll tie over that, kind of help that. All of that thread, grab that. I'll just do some loose wraps around the front there before I start cranking on it. There we go. I ain't coming out of there. I'm going to hook in the back of there anyway, so it's not that huge of a deal. There we go. We're going to come in here. We're going to change it up real quick. We're going to grab some of this sized up chenille. Pluck it off there, get down to the core. So 2 wraps to do is good. Top, capture it there. Get it down. Snip it. Always comb everything back and then just kind of tie over the front of it just to push it backward, and then you're making sure you're tying in that piece you just cut off as the finished piece. There we go. So then we're going to change it up here and go to some slopping. A little bit bigger, a little bit webbier. I like how it moves. Use it a lot on the predator flies. Swap them, take a few more wraps and hen saddle. Go ahead and just kind of comb this back. There we go. Go ahead and grab one more. This big old, big webby. Mallard flank here to Palmer. Just like that, barring that the mallard flank can give you. There we go. Perfect. We'll grab a little bit. We'll grab a couple more pieces of schlopping. Maybe. There it is. Tie it in, go through, brush it out a little bit. There we go. Look good. I'll come in here. I'll tie in. You can tie in peg fins if you want. Generally, I don't. So, grab that. Get this rattle set in here real quick. There we go. Get that rattle tied in there. What we'll do is we'll go ahead and take a couple pieces of this marabou. Sometimes you can just get away with using one. Find the tip of it. Tie that tip in. Wait, we're gonna hit that rattled zapper gap real quick. Almost forgot. I was missing something there. That helps hold that marabou stem in place. I'm just trying to palmer that around. Jump it off down there to the hook so we're not tying off onto that glass. Got a little bit of nose room up in the nose of that cone head. Tie that off real quick. I'll just go through, look at it, pick out anything I don't like. Fit the head. Fits on it pretty good. Alrighty. Pull that off. Last thing we'll do is we'll come in here and tie on the flank. The flank will help cut down all that marabou. Let's get that one. Come there and give it a whip finish. Alright, final step. Grab that bocking. Some zap on there. Make sure you get the knot. A whip finish. Then we're going to dress the front side of that route by that mallard flank. Last but not least, we got a little bit on there. Dress the inside of that head. We'll slide it on there. Good fit. All right, guys, that's a quick tutorial on the Swingin D, made famous by no other than Schultz Outfitters, Mike Schultz up there in Michigan. If you want the material list, it's going to be in the description. The link, the contact information is all going to be in the Flymaster's bio. If you're interested in material or tying lessons, shoot us a call. Come visit us up here in Castle, Indiana. Catch you guys on the flip.